So before Buffalo Trace's benchmark budget line ever came to New Jersey a few years ago, there was one bottle that showed up before all the others, and it was this one, the Benchmark Old Number 8, the basic 80 proof. This was here, and honestly, I was able to, and I still could, get this in a big jug. I think the entire giant jug was as much as one of the other ones in a normal 750 milliliter. I think it's like, I don't know, $20 in this gigantic jug. Very, very inexpensive, and I think a regular 750 of this probably would be at most, I don't even see it in that size, but I don't think it would be much more than $15. This is the cheapest sample that I've ever gotten. So this 100 milliliter sample was 99 cents. 99 cents. Cheapest pour you'll ever have. So I figured it was just worth revisiting. I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to just talk about this quickly in this one, and I'm going to put it against a bottom shelfer of another line, which I'll get into in the next video. In any event, I have had this before. I think it's extremely thin. It has the makings of a very young Buffalo Trace product, but I think every one of the other ones from the top floor, the small batch, I never had the bonded, never showed up in Jersey. This single barrel, and of course my favorite, best bang for the buck, the full proof. Each of them are better, more well developed, slightly, certainly, I mean, some of them more than others. But this is just very, very thin, very inexpensive. However, it could be a very good start for somebody who just has never had bourbon before, really wants to get a taste of it. It's 80 proof, very inexpensive. If you don't like it, it's, I mean, if you can't find a sample like this, even a full bottle is not that expensive. And it's worth a shot for somebody who wants something extremely easy to drink and just to get kind of dip their toe into the world of bourbon. So for them and those people, it could be a really good one to start with because it doesn't get much lighter than this, and it's tasty. It's very easy to drink. So I'm going to revisit this right now, and then I'm going to pour the single barrel right next to it to see, how much better that gets. Because this one definitely is a good pour, I think, for the money. And of course, I love the full proof, but I'm out of that right now. Well, actually, I have a bottle, but we're not going to crack it for this. So we'll pour that next to it. Let's pour this up right now. Okay, so we got this poured up. And by the way, I kind of find it interesting. They call this Benchmark Old Number 8, not to be confused with the Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. Seems a little coincidental, but in any event, very light, 80 proof. Let's give this a nose. There's literally no nose coming out of this. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. It's very watered down. It's literally like water, just with a little bit of benchmark taste in it. It's the best way I can describe it. It's very thin, but if you really are a beginner and you really want something that easy to try, that's certainly not going to have much bite, this really would be it, and you're not going to spend a lot of money for it. So with that in mind, right next to it, I'm not going to do this as a blind because you can pick this out very easily, and there's really no doubt which is better. This is this is a single barrel version of this, 80 proof, 95 proof, but let's see how much better this specific barrel is at 15 proof points higher. Clearly, you can see the colors on the single barrel is, just move this one right here. Clearly, you can see that that's darker. There's no doubt about it. So let's give this a nose. Okay, it's a little bit more. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Much more flavor coming out of this one. I mean, much more. And if you put the full proof next to it, it would blow it out of the water. But you can clearly see that, you can see, just clearly it's got more water in it. It's going to be lighter. Yeah. So basically, in just to sum up, this is really, I mean, this is an extremely, I don't know if too many 80 proof is, much more easy drinking than this, but we are going to try something in another video. I have a bottom shelf Heaven Hill product that I'm going to put right next to it. But I mean, honestly, even this could be good for a beginner, a 90 proof. But I mean, really, if you really want to go low proof, and you really don't want to spend a lot of money, and you're really looking for something just to kind of try out bourbon, I mean, this would be about as entry level as you can get. But honestly, after you're done with that, the rest of the Benchmark line is definitely better. This one, and then, of course, the full proof. But that's definitely when you really are definitely more into bourbon and certainly higher proofs. Cheers. Take care.